Good morning, grade 7. Again, this is Teacher Mitch, your English teacher. And based on the video that you have watched, you already had an idea what would be our lesson for today. Are you excited? Today, we will be discussing our very own literature. How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife, written by Manuel E. Argilla of La Union. It is a story of a man introducing his city-born wife to his more provincial family. Transpired in Nagreb-Can, La Union, the birthplace of Manuel E. Argilla. Alright, so we're going to find out what it is all about. Okay, but before that, let's have some piece of information. So, La Union, it means the union, or in Spanish, it is the United. So, here, the Poro Point Lighthouse is one of the city of San Fernando, La Union proudly boasts. It was built during the American occupation in 1905. It is a concrete tower standing 27 feet high and houses a gallery. However, it is rarely used as a guide for ships since it has no lantern. But every 10 seconds, there's a bright white light that flashes, indicating that the lighthouse is still functional. Wow! Now, let's meet the author, Manuel E. Argella. So, he was born in La Union and the best Filipino short story writer. And his collection of short stories like How My Brother Leon Brought Home a Wife and other stories won the first prize in the Commonwealth Literary Contest in 1940. So again, he was an Ilocano who wrote in English. So that is Manuel E. Argella. So this time, let's check our word bank. First, we have here cod, a mouthful of previously swallowed food. So usually it is in Carabao. So the Carabao always doing cod. In Tagalog, ngininguyang pagkain ng paulit-ulit. Alright, so next we have the forelock or the strands of hair falling over the horse's forehead. Or it is a part of the mane of the horse. Next, rattled or to through. He rattled the handle of his braided rattan whip. Next, we have the gorge. So it is a deep hole. Next, we have waig, the waterway or canal. Alright, next, Camino Real, or it is a Spanish name for main road. Next, yonder, in or at that place, or there. So that is a preposition there. Next, jolting, pulling or shaking. And the last, surmise, it is to assume or guess. Alright, so are you ready now for the story? Okay. Now let's meet the character in the story. So first we have Baldo. So Baldo, he is the younger brother of Leon, the one who narrates the story. He is obedient, innocent, and naive boy. So here, or rather next, Leon, the husband of Maria, the older brother of Baldo, who brought home a wife. He is responsible, gentle, and loving husband. Next, we have Maria, so the wife of Leon. So she was born and grew up in a city. She is beautiful, supportive, and loving wife of Leon. So next we have Labang. Okay, so the bull who brought the wife and Leon home and considered as Baldo's pet. Next we have father. So the one who instructed Baldo on what he will do while he is on the road with Maria and Leon. Okay. And finally, let's have now the plot summary. So let us discover the experience of a young man who brought home a wife from the city. All right. So first is the expository or the introduction. It is where the character and the setting is introduced. So the story or the setting of the story was in Nagrebkan, Leon's hometown, and it takes place in a farm where people would usually ride in a carabao. So the place was in La Union province. And Baldo, who is a narrator in the story, described how his brother Leon is in love with Maria. And that's where their journey started. So the way Baldo described Maria was she has a fragrance like morning when papaya are in bloom. And a small dimple appeared modestly high on her right cheek. So this is the first meeting of Baldo and Maria. So Baldo also was the one who picked them up from Celine's carretela. All right. Next is the rising action. So here, Leon introduced to Maria their hometown, which is Nagrebkan. So they took the dry bed of Waig. So when we say Waig, that is a waterway or canal, as a substitute of passing the Camino Real, and it was the wish of their father to go by Waig. Leon asked Baldo, who told him to drive through the field instead of using the Camino Real or the main road, but Baldo does not want to answer his question. But Leon asked him again and again. And Baldo answered that it was the idea of their father. And of course, Leon also guessed that it is his father's idea also that they are going to be picked by Baldo with Labang instead of using Kalesa. Okay. So while passing through the Waig, it was already a nighttime and they are still on the road. Maria and Leon were having a good ride and they even sang the song Sky Sown with Stars. So Baldo was surprised when Maria also know that song because that was the song when Leon and their father usually sing while cutting hay in the fields before Leon went away to study. While on the road, Leon and Maria were just enjoying the stars under the sky. So Leon even said to Maria if she wants to see the stars, she must go to Nagrebkan. All right. While on their way home, Leon and Maria had a conversation. Maria was worried that Leon's father might not like her as his daughter-in-law. And of course, Leon comforted Maria and he said that his father was the mildest tempered, gentlest man he knows. They were climbing out into the fields and Labang quickened his steps. So the jolting became more frequent and painful as they crossed the low dikes. Okay. They finally passed through the Waig, and before they arrived in their house, they saw Lakay Julian in his window. Baldo thinks they are already eating their dinner, so he imagines the food being made and ready at their house. They also met the twins, Urong and Celine. They were asking Baldo if he is with Leon and Maria. Leon shouted them back, and finally they arrived in their house. And it is time for Baldo to give water to Labang because of the long ride, while Leon is helping Maria over to Will. And now the denouement or the final plot. So when they arrive in their house, Leon hurriedly asks her mother, where is their father? So mother said he was in his room and his leg is bothering him again. Baldo heard his mother and his sisters are crying. So their father called Baldo and they had a conversation. And suddenly, Leon and Maria came inside the room. So their father told Baldo that it is time for him to give Labang some water. So it is how Maria met the family of Leon. So that was the end of the story. Please watch the animation video of this story for you to understand well. And of course, you have to read your book. All right. Now let's have a very short reflection of the story. The way Baldo described Maria, it was very obvious that she came from the city. The father also wants to test Maria if she really loved Leon. That is why he gave her challenges while they were on their way home. Alright, so again, you have to read your book, you have to watch the animation video, and please understand, be ready for our live discussion. This is all for today, grade 7. Bye everyone. Have a nice day.